Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Pomona TV News. Now, just a couple of things I want to touch up on. And the first thing is, it looks like we're going to finally slowly start opening up businesses. Now, I noticed that other businesses in other cities are allowing their restaurants to open up, but with a few restrictions. So let's follow those restrictions, and hopefully down the road soon they'll be able to open fully like they used to. That'd be great news. And, I just will also state that Pomona is open. So come on over to Pomona, enjoy the restaurants we have all over the city, not just down in downtown Pomona. And also these small businesses that need our help at the moment. So anyway, okay, another one I want to talk about is the protest. All right, Pomona had a protest over the weekend, and it was a success. There was no rioting or anything like that, which is good news. Now that's the way to have your voices heard. A peaceful protest. Let your voices be heard. Once you start rioting all that, your protest is out the window. You know what you wanted to be heard is just been flushed out by all that noise, and they say, well, these people aren't serious. All they want to do is just come over here and tear up our city and break windows out of our businesses. That's not the way to have a protest. If you're serious about this protest, you don't go around and start damaging other businesses' property. Now, your main focus is what you're protesting about. That's it. So you go out there, you have the right to have your voice heard like the good people did here in Pomona. I'm just ecstatic. That's good. You guys did it right. Now, next step is, if you're serious about it, you got to start writing to your council member, flood them with letters, emails, and also your senators, the governor. I mean, you got to flood these people with letters. Protest is good, but also if you get it on paper, you can say, well, listen, I sent them, an email or whatever, and told them what I think should be done about. I guess you guys got some things you want to talk about with the police department. I'm not too sure what your demands are, what changes you want to go for, but what you got to do is get together and get a list, get organized, get a list together, and maybe you could start a Facebook page, and then there you could talk, and there you can list the numbers and addresses of your senators, the governor, your city councilman people, and so you can email them. That's the second step you got to do. You got to keep the ball rolling. Like I said, protests are good as long as they're not violent. And so, like I said, the next step is you got to start emailing everybody in good government and let them know that you want the changes. And then if you get this Facebook page going, then you can start talking about what you want changes within the police department or within the city government. So that way they get a clear picture of what the protest is all about. That's very important. You got to put on paper I don't want to say demands. Um, I don't want to say wish list either, but I mean, this is what you would like to see changes. Changes. Now, for myself, I've had quite an experience about, protesting back in the 60s and the 70s. During I think it was in 1968, they had the East LA riots, something like that, where it came over here to Pomona, or was it the Rodney King thing? But anyway, it ended up down here at Sharkey Park. It's a long time ago, so excuse me. And it did get out of control. I was just off to the side watching everything going. I was here to protest, but I wasn't there to toss windows or bricks or. And once that started, the protest just went out the window because the cops now had to deal with these rioters, and our word didn't get out. So that was useless. Now the second one, or the other one I was in, is when I got into Pomona High School. But back in 1971, we won this. There's a group of us that won, a small group, like 5 of us, that wanted to start Mensa Club in Pomona High School and in other surrounding high schools or junior high schools also. But the Pomona School District said, well, it's just an excuse to have a gang. And we're telling, no, it's not a gang, it's a club, a Mensa Club. And we told them what the purpose was to help, the Hispanics, whatever we can, with bake sales or, families and stuff and things like that nature. So the group of us, I think it was like 4, 5 of us, we had a meeting at the school district. I mean, we were protesting, peaceful protesting all the time about getting Mensa Club into the school district as a club. Now, so we had a big meeting over at the school district in the auditorium. And us, myself included, got up on stage in front of the school board, and told them what the Mensa Club was all about. We're not a gang, we're a club, and we're here to educate not only, the Chicanos, but also, other minority clubs, let them know what our culture was all about. Now they had the Black Student Union back then, so why not have a Mensa? So finally, they said, okay, you can have your club. So right on, great. See, we did it peacefully and we got it. We did it the right way. We went up there and we talked to them and told them what it was all about and explained to them. We had all our stuff down, and so everything went well for us. And then it spread out to other high schools and stuff. They finally got the clubs going. And in 1971, I was the first Mensa president there at Pomona High School, which is a pretty good experience, especially with the protests. That was really, because I always followed people like Martin Luther King and Gandhi and, how they went about protesting peacefully. And as you can see with my experience, everything went well. And with your experience over the weekend went well, which is great. So now, what you got to do now is get over and start writing to your government. Just flood them with letters saying, this is what we like to see be done. You don't demand things because demand is a strong word, Just say, we like these changes. Work with us, talk to us, communicate with us. And they probably will. Okay, let's see what they got ears, they listen. So anyway, I just want to get on the horn and let you know I think you guys really did a great job about, your protesting. Protesting, job well done. So anyway, keep up the good work. And remember, you got the right to protest, but you don't have the right to turn the protest into violence, damaging people's businesses. Not the way to get your word out. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to get on the horn and tell you, great job, and I hope all protests in the future are peaceful, as they should be. Okay, all right. Remember, write to your government officials, and don't stop. Bug them. Write them. Twice a week, once a week, every week. Write to them. Let them know. If you don't, they'll just like, did you hear something? So you gotta bug them. Kindly. Peacefully. Okay. This is Rand. Just giving my opinion here. And like always, you take care. And you take care of those ones you love. Thank you. Thank you very much.